Hello, authors. Welcome to this session. We will see what you can do to get your books out there on social media in a manner that your name is always on top of the mind of your followers. We have figured out a few things that you can do, and I understand that you do not have a lot of time. So, most of the things that we are going to talk today are set it and forget it. First, I would like to talk about these categories that I have here. We will go over them one by one and then we will see what you can do with those categories. These are the categories of things you can share on your social channels. The first one is tips for other authors. You need to help your fraternity by giving them tips that you have learned from your experience. The next category is inspirational books. So you can take an excerpt, you can take learning, you can take a quote. The next one is your personal reading goals. People want to know what you're reading. The next one would be inspirational personalities. It could be authors, but it doesn't have to be. They could be alive, they could be dead. If they are alive, you could even mention them in your posts. My favorites is basically anything that is your favorite. It could be characters from the books that you have read. It could be a library that you visited, a coffee shop near your place. It could be anything that's your favorite. My personal stories is the next one. It's think of it like meet the author. If there was a show dedicated to you, what would go on that show? Your research for books. When you're writing a book, you may be going to places, you may be taking pictures, recording videos, etc. So all those things are your part of your research for the book. Then this is about the book about to be launched. This is not about a particular book, but it's any book that you're going to launch soon. And the final one is my books. This is all of your books. As you write more books, they will come here. So you launch a book, everything about that book goes into this category. And once that book has been promoted enough, once you're happy and you're moving on to a new project, anything about that book goes to my books. Now, these are the things that we believe authors can share on social media. Then there are also what we call one-off posts or one-time posts for things like New Year greetings. And then you have Thanksgiving, so you could write something nice to end the year. Finally, from these categories, what you can do is you can set a frequency. For instance, from this category, tips for other authors, you can share once a week if you have less than 20 tips. But if you have like crazy amount of tips, then you can even share twice a week. Then inspirational books once a day, but again, it depends on how many books do you have in your collection. Reading goals, again, you could do one book a week. We prefer that you should share it on Fridays because they can buy that book on their way home. Inspirational personalities once a week is good enough. My favorites, again, this could be once a week. Meet the author is again once a week thing. The reason we are doing these things once a week is if you're posting too frequently, you can't do it consistently. If you want consistency in your posting, you have to make sure that you set a pace that you're comfortable with. When your book is about to launch, you should be posting about that book 2 to 3 times a day. This is a special time, right? Your book is about to be launched and you're promoting it, so then you can promote it multiple times a day. This is my books or excerpt from my books. These posts usually have a link where they can purchase your book and you could post twice a day. So as you can see, this is a nice and healthy balance for your social channels. This, of course, is something that you can automate. Let me show you how to do this with Recurrent Post. So the first thing would be, of course, to add some accounts. For that, you click on Add Social Accounts. You pick the account you want to add. You add that account. Once you have added your accounts, you can start sharing on them. Search for a good image with Recurrent Post and you can share it right away, or you could schedule it for a later date and time. Let's see, how do you handle the categories part? We call them libraries. So what I have done here is I have created all the libraries. Each library needs some content. I will add about a book. This is going to be a not so fun ride for Harry. Would you join him on this journey? So I'll say Fire and Dragon. And I will add it to my library. So now this is a book about to be launched. I have one post here. I should add more. I can add any as I want. Have enough posts in a library. Next thing would be to share it on your social accounts automatically. So for that, you can set a schedule for every library. This is our books about to be launched library, and we wanted to share up to 2 to 5 times a day. So I would say Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. I could have added my Facebook as well. I want to post every day, or you could pick just weekdays. It's up to you. Let's say I want to post on these 5 days. Time, let's say best time. Cricut Post can find the best time for you. I'm gonna add a schedule. So now what you have done is you're telling Cricut Post that, hey, from this library, post once on my Instagram, once on LinkedIn, once on Twitter, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. You want to post more than once, you add one more schedule. So now on Tuesdays through Saturdays, you're posting twice a day, and on Monday and Sunday, you're posting once a day. You can click on the library calendar here to see what's going to go out. Today's Sunday, so it starts today. The first one will go out today. Tomorrow, this one will go out. On Tuesday, you'll have first one and the second one go out. So what Cricut Post does is, once we have gone through every post in your library, we'll go back to the beginning. For instance, if I had added one more post here. Right, so now you have 3 posts in this library. If you go to your schedule and check out the library calendar, you'll see this one is going out today, which is the first post in your library. This one is going out tomorrow, and then Obama post is going out the day after. Then everything finishes, so we have 2 going out, so this one goes out again, and then we go to the second one, then the third one, the first one, etc. So once we have posted everything, we would go back to the beginning, right? For instance, think about this My Books library. Let's say you have 10 different books, or 15 or 20, right? Doesn't matter. You write about those books. You can create, let's say, 5 posts for each book, and with each post you attach a link where to buy it, and then you add it to your library, and then you tell Cricut Post that, hey, every day post 2 of these posts on my social accounts. So we will send 2 books out on your social media every day. People will see those in their feed, and they will eventually click and buy your books. And in no time, you will become an established author. I hope you liked this. If you have any questions, leave us a comment and we will get back to you. Thank you.